every single day. I'm gonna make
motorcycle.
I got so hot in the second that I was gone.
Well, that's just a second.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, well, it sets out about 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
While we're between getting ready, come sit back down. It's like, woohoo! All right, everybody have a seat. Using fine seat. Start your motorcycles up. Fuel, turn it on. Ignition, turn it on. Neutral by rocking it back and forth with the clutch. Release. And the brake release. Take your handlebars. If it rolls freely, then you're in what gear? Good.
Is it?
All right.
Or am I in reverse?
Turn up, it's the other way.
Engine cutoff
It's
switch
up.
to the on or run position.
It's on.
These down the choke clutch. Squeeze the clutch in. You press the start button. Things will get better, folks. We'll actually start to moving a little bit. Start moving. Hey. Put the off for a minute. We pull those sleeves down. We put those gloves on. You ready to mount your motorcycle? Alright, you ready? Correctly mount your motorcycle. And squeeze that front brake as you mount. Don't forget that the last thing is to raise the side stand. Good. Alright. We need to be out here on these little cones facing the highway. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk them out there, okay? Y'all ready? Alright. Here we go. Alex. All the way to the very left. Swing out. Now that one, turn, put the front tire to that side of that cone. Okay? Okay? Take the next cone, do the same thing. Swing out, come to the cone. On, next. Here, Paul. Now turn your handlebars to the right as you back up. Keep turning to the right. All right. Come right here, Justin. Right down here, Paul. All right. You should be on that side of your cone. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to practice using the front brake. So what I want you to do is to push your motorcycles straight forward. Hold on. Real briskly, as quickly as you can. When I give you the stop signal, use your front brake smoothly to stop your motorcycle. Are you ready? Here we go. Push. And stop. I saw some grabbing going on. You see some grabbing there, Jay? Huh? I heard it too. So let's try a little softer touch in that, folks, okay? Here we go. Don't cover them. Push. Don't cover them. Wrap your hand around your throttle. And stop. Make sure that when you stop, you keep those head and eyes up, folks. Good job. Look back over your right shoulder. Back your motorcycles up to your cone. Beep, 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 beep. Y'all's horns ain't working, huh? Your backup alarm, that is. down there. Lord have mercy. Alright. Side stands down. Correctly dismount your motorcycle. I want everybody to meet me right here in the middle, in front of Danny's bike. Right out front of it. Right out front. To grab my gear. You didn't think I was going to let y'all have all the fun, did you?
Yeah. I wonder if we're supposed to be in first right now.
No, probably
We're
first.
rolling.
But technically, if
No, he
you're,
said
you're supposed
in the
to be.
classroom, every time you stop, you're supposed to be in first. Oh. Should we be in first or neutral right now?
Right now, neutral, because I haven't had you put it in first.
Okay.
Not yet. But good point. That was what we talked about in class. All right. As we talked about in class also, we talked about the weight transfer and how that happens on the front of the bike, right? So what does the front of the bike look like when you put on brakes? Yeah, it looks just like that. So let's see what it looks like. Where y'all going? I haven't hit anybody today. All right, so here's what it looks like. Watch the front fork. Here we go. Straight line stop.
Dang, just that much from that little bit.
Just that much. A quick little grab, and that's what happens. Fork compression. Now imagine that with the handlebar turn. With your weight, the weight of the bike, and how much G-force?
175.
175 pounds average. All right, it would look like what?
Disaster.
Well, let's see what it looks like. It would look like this. Had I not caught it with my knee, where would it have been?
On the ground.
On the ground. So make sure your handlebars are straight, square, every time you stop. Good?
Mhm.
Okay. This exercise we're about to do is using the friction zone. All right. The objective of this exercise is to be able to use the friction zone with control. The range is set up with individual paths back and forth across the range marked by your cones. If you look straight across the range, you have a corresponding cone. Your intended path of travel is 10 feet either side of the cone. Don't go outside that 10 foot either way, because you get over into your neighbor's territory. You get on your neighbor's property, you might wind up in court, right? They don't want you on their property, do they? No. So I don't want you over there because I don't want you to get hurt. Good? So stay within your lane. All right. We will use this area back and forth for rocking, for riding, and for power walking. On signal, three-part exercise by the way. On signal, the group rocking, you will mount the motorcycle and start the engine. On signal, squeeze the clutch, shift to first gear. Right? Remember that? Use the friction zone to rock back and forth repeatedly in place. So all you're going to do is you're going to rock back on your heels, kind of point your toes to the sky. Then you're going to use the friction zone as you ease the clutch out. Let it start to pull you forward till your feet get flat. Maybe take a step. Squeeze the clutch and take that same amount of power back away and rock it back and try it all over again. Now here's the thing I encourage you to work for. Do not release the clutch too far, nor do you take it all the way back to the grip. If you take it all the way back to the grip, you got to come back out to what?
Friction zone?
To the friction zone again. So if you stay in the friction zone, you won't have to move the clutch, but just this much. That's all. All right? So that's what I want to work on, staying in the friction zone. All right, part two. On signal is the power walking. On signal, you will power walk in the path of travel, keeping your feet on the ground, walking the motorcycle along. Using the clutch lever fully, using it to go to it, but not through it. Right? You're just going to go out to where it starts to pull. You're going to let it pull you along a little bit at a time. Squeeze the clutch, take the power back away, and then add it back again. When you get to the far side over there, You'll place your motorcycle in neutral, turn them around. We'll come back and do it all over again. And we'll do part 2 for a little while. So everybody's getting the hang of that. Then we're going to move on to part 3. Part 3 is our riding portion. On signal, you will slowly ride from the start cone to your target cone. Start out by power walking a couple of steps until your feet can be easily placed on the peg. So you got to get your speed up so you can put your feet up. That kind of goes together, doesn't it? Speed up, feet up. It works easy that way. All right. As you get to your target cone across the range, now you will use both brakes to stop. Okay, both brakes to stop. Put your left foot to the ground first. Why?
Because you got your foot on the right on your brake.
Exactly right, because the right foot's busy with the rear brake. You don't need to take your foot off of it till you're completely stopped. Once you're completely stopped, then you can put the right foot down. How's that? Y'all want to see how it's done? Yep. All right.
Now we'll move.
If y'all scared, say you're scared.
I'm scared, but I'm moving out of the way.
Well, let's move over here. Jeez. You're supposed to be my assistant. You're not supposed to be scared. All right. We're mounting the motorcycles up. I'll give you the start up, fuel, ignition, neutral by rocking with the clutch out. Then you cut off, choke clutch, start her up. Ease the clutch back out, show me neutral. I'll give you the signal. What is it? First gear. You'll rock back on your heels. You want your toes to the sky, eyes looking well ahead. Let the clutch do the work for you. You could actually add throttle if you wanted to and still control it with the clutch. Okay, then we'll move on to part 2. That's our power walking. Here we go. Okay, now I'm going to jump ahead to part 3, the riding portion. Just like this. Clutch is in, first gear. Head and eyes up, looking well ahead. Couple of steps, then put my feet up. Both brakes to stop. Place your motorcycle in neutral. I'm going to show y'all a trick. Everybody gather in. One of the downfalls of this motorcycle's transmission is it's really hard to find neutral with the motorcycle running until it gets extremely hot. Right now the transmission ain't got hot yet. So here's what you have to do to find neutral. Watch. Clutch is squeezed in, I'm stopped. Here. Got me? That's how you find neutral. Shut it down, clutch out, find neutral, clutch back in, back on, start it up, raise your left hand. Quick, just shortcut to neutral. Good?
We only need to do that though if it's not, if you can't find it automatically? Or should we just do that?
Just do this.
Okay.
That's the quickest thing, because it's a pain. I tell you, it really is. It makes things move quicker. You know what that reminded me of? Years ago when I'd help my granddaddy down on the farm, and we'd go into the field to put out hay or something, and all the cows, you'd come in, they'd all be in one group. You make a turn with the truck, and it's like a covey of quail. They start scattering. I turned around, and I had these going over here, and you guys going over there, and I was like, they don't trust my riding, do they? Well, thank y'all. I appreciate that, y'all. I remember. Guess who's gonna have the clipboard tomorrow? It ain't gonna be Jay. Y'all wanna ride?
Yep.
What we standing here talking for then? Go to your bike. You got your gear on? Eye protection in place? You can find C. Start your motorcycle.
Noob! Noob!
buddy. In first gear. Walk back on your heel. Let the friction zone pull you forward. Squeeze the clutch and take it back away. Practice the friction zone for a little bit. Alright. Press down on that. That's where the friction goes. Take the clutch out. Stay right there now. We're not going across yet. Stay right there. Rock it back to a card. Okay, good. Then squeeze the clutch. Go back to neutral. Clutch out so you're neutral. Good. Squeeze the clutch. Start it up. Now, clutch in. Press that down. Keep that in. Because every time you get ready to move, you have to let that out. If you're not ready to move, you got to keep it squeezed in. You let it out, it's going to try to take off. Good? Alright. Y'all practice the friction zone. Head and eyes up. Looking ahead. Look ahead.
Almost all the way at the top.
Where is this? All the way up?
Almost.
Wow. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
So try coming back only that like 1/8 of an inch.
Right. That's what I'm trying. Keep going back too far.